What's up, guys? We are back with another reaction. This time we are reacting to the king of comedy in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, Mr. Rodney Dangerfield. This dude had the quickest wit, probably of all time, definitely in his generation. Actually, maybe with the exception of Don Rickles, no one has been able to replicate Rodney Dangerfield's style since. So why don't we just jump into this? But before we do, make sure to smash that like, comment, subscribe. Thank you very much. Let's dive into this.
Can't relax. I tell you, I can't relax, you know? The other night I was in a place I felt like having a few drinks. I went over to the bartender. I said, surprise me. He showed me a naked picture of my wife. Tell you the truth, and my wife and I, we never have sex. Now, we get undressed, we can't stop laughing, you know? I got no sex life. 10 years ago, my wife put me on hold. My old man, he didn't help at all, my old man. We used to play tag and he'd drive. I mean, it's not easy being me. When I was born, the doctor told my mother I did all I could, but he pulled through anyway.
That's so messed up.
Nice. My mother never breastfed me. She told me she liked me as a friend.
Oh my goodness.
But when I was born, after the doctor cut the cord, he hung himself. And I tell you, I can't relax, you know? My dog drives me nuts. My dog. He wants me to mate him. I wouldn't mate him. Let him go through what I go through. I mean, last week was rough. Are you kidding? Last week I looked up my family tree. 2 dogs were using it. And I'll tell you, my wife isn't too smart, you know. One night she went out, some guy stole the car. I sent you to see what he looked like. She told me she got the license plate number. Oh, my wife. Oh, one night she told me she felt romantic. I took her to a drive-in movie. I spent the whole night trying to find out what car she was in. This afternoon, my wife cracked up the car again. I was out driving her. She told me she was going to make a U-turn. I'll tell you, the letter she made, you'll never find any out there. Oh, he's a strange doctor.
Strange doctor.
Oh, kid. I asked him if my heart was strong enough for sex. He told me not if I join in, you know? I'll tell you my trouble. I got the wrong doctor. You know my doctor, Dr. Vinny Boombosh. Know my doctor? What a doctor. Oh, I called him last week. I told him, Doc, I swallowed a bottle of sleeping pills. He told me to have a few drinks and get some rest.
It's the speed at which he makes these jokes.
They're all mixed up.
You really think so, huh?
My proctologist used to be a photographer.
Yeah.
Hey, he took x-rays, told me to bend over and say cheese. Low, Johnny.
Old, huh?
I told my wife I want to die in bed. She said, again? I mean, I'm getting old. I'm not a kid anymore. I know I'm getting old. In Vegas, I played a slot machine. 3 prunes came up. I know I'm getting old. I'm at the age now, if I hear someone goes both ways, I figure it's number 1 and number 2, you know?
It's not even that the jokes are funny, it's his tonality.
I joined Gamblers Anonymous. They gave me 2 to 1, I don't make it. Oh, boy, the other night in Las Vegas, I tell you, I got loaded. I don't know what I'm doing. I played dice, I lost $1,000. I got even, though. I stole 400 sweet and lows. This afternoon, my wife started in again. Yeah, she keeps throwing up when I work Las Vegas. I went broke playing the slot machines, you know? I'll tell you, Las Vegas, I got slot machines all over, even in supermarkets. I went in to buy a container of milk, cost me $238.
Like, just to prove to you that it's tonality, imagine Jimmy Fallon saying these jokes. Wouldn't be funny. But this guy just got the comedic timing down perfect.
I stuck my head out the window, got arrested for mooning. I know I'm ugly. I went to a freak show. They let me in for nothing. Kid, I was an ugly kid, too. How ugly? I was so ugly, my mother breastfed me through a straw. Hey, my wife can't do nothing right. She can't cook, the worst cook in the world. Gave my kid alphabet soup. He spelled out help. What a lousy cook. I mean, how can toast have bones? She's a lousy cook, too. She can't cook at all. I leave dental floss in the kitchen, the roaches hang themselves. I live in New York, on the west side, you know. Rough neighborhood, rough. I'll tell you, I live in the only neighborhood when I plan my budget, I allow for hold-up money. What a neighborhood. Well, the first day I moved in, I asked a cop, I said, how long I walk to the subway? He said, I don't know. So far, no one ever made it. No, it's a rough building, I tell you, rather, nothing but every night is robberies, forget about it. Nothing but robberies.
Dean Martin.
You know? I mean, every time I close a window, I hit somebody's hands. I tell you, I tell you, folks, with me, nothing comes easy. You know, I can't lose any weight. I tried jogging. I keep running into restaurants. I was so fat when I got my shoes shone, I had to take the guy's word for it. I mean, I was fat, I'll tell you that. Doctors say all kinds of exercise is great. You burn up energy, you lose calories. I mean, in fact, doctors say when a man makes love to a woman, he burns up energy, he loses 150 calories. I made love to a girl once and lost even more. I lost 150 calories, my watch, and my wallet. I mean, the last time I made love to my wife, it was ridiculous. Nothing was happening. I looked at her, I said, what's the matter? Can't you think of anyone either? Now, you kid, I know my wife cheats on me. Every time I come home, the parrot says, quick, out the window, you know?
You know a guy is funny when he creates a whole comedy genre. He's like, I ain't got no respect. He created that. And to this day, no one has been able to replicate it.
My sex life is nothing. My wife cut me out to once a month. Cut me down to once a month. Oh, I'm lucky. 2 guys I know she cut out completely. My old man, he didn't help either. Kept taking me to the zoo. He said he was hoping my real parents would claim me. And my kids, they don't help either. The other day I told my kid, I said, someday you'll have children of your own. He said, so will you. Real smart kid I got. The other day I told him about the birds and the bees. He told me about my wife and a butcher. I tell you, I can't relax. My kid drives me nuts. The other day I told him, I says, you're young, you don't have it upstairs. He told me I'm old, I don't have it downstairs. And this girl was no bargain either. She was fat.
Fat, huh?
How fat?
How fat? When she wears high heels, she strikes oil, okay?
The best part about this comedy is that he's insulting himself, so he can't be canceled. If he was in 2022, they would try and cancel him, but they wouldn't be able to because he doesn't care. He just says what's funny, and the audience will always flock to what's funny. You notice, when people get canceled nowadays, most people still like the person. It's just the small group that are the loudest that kind of cancel them, but who needs that? Rodney Dangerfield is uncancelable. He's so funny, and he says it at such speed. He says like 10 of these jokes in the span of like a minute. And I know this is all cut together and it's like clips, but if you watch any of his specials or anything like that, he goes at that speed regardless, whether it's cut together or not. It's insane. I've never seen anybody like that in comedy before. And he's always wearing a suit. That's classy. You don't see people wearing suits nowadays. Back then, they had some elegance and style and class that today just seems to lack. You know what I mean? Today's jokes are too vile and dirty. Like, back then, he would just say it was funny and lighthearted. No ill intention behind anything that he's saying. And he's just a comedy genius, and he's a legend. One of the greats, and I love Rodney Dangerfield. If you do too, make sure to smash that like, comment, subscribe. It really means a difference. Anyways, any more recommendations you want me to do, let me know in the comments. I'll be happy to do them. Take it easy, y'all. Have a great day.